Well, good morning, everybody. Hopefully, I got sound and stuff. Let's do a sound check. Can everybody hear me? Hopefully, y'all can hear me. Anyways, good morning, everybody. Here's our. No wonder. What is up with StreamYard's been? Okay, so everybody, hold on a minute. Hold on, we're having technical difficulties. There we go. All right, now we're on the right camera. Is that better? Hopefully so. Let me turn on my light. I'm having technical difficulties, chick. Hold on a minute. Get get this all figured out. Technical difficulties. Okay, so all right, sounds like we're back up. I had to get okay. It's just do you use this phone or you use this phone? So all right. All right. Anyways, this is the jig in the thumbnail, and it's a little glow in the dark head. The chenille is like this. So just give you all a little see of that. And there's another one, and then here's two more with glow in the dark heads that I did. So those are going to be my. While I'm going to try to. I have been trying to go to Pratt for 4 days. Not made it yet. Too many things to do. Clean up a little bit more of my mess here. But I've been trying to go over to Pratt for like 4 days to use them jigs that we tied last week, the little hair jigs, 180th, so I can go fly fishing, and I have not made it yet. So I'm kind of, I don't know. What did we do? We went fishing at the lease one day this week, and Gregory caught a crappie, and I caught nothing. I had a couple bites, but I didn't catch nothing. Other than that, there has not been nothing going on. So let's go ahead and go in here and say morning to everybody. So Avid, he said he was here. Hope he still is. If not, well, appreciate you, brother. He'll be back soon enough. Any Finn, howdy. Nick, Randy, Norma, or Norman. My eyes cannot function with that light has got moved. There's that better? Hey, that's better. All right. Yeah, that ain't blind me so bad. Now maybe I can read the chat. I guess it would also help if I clean my glasses. All right. No, didn't help. I still can't function. My problem is my screen and my laptop is not full no more. It's like half down, and I can't make it full again. It won't go full again. My computer updated, and now I'm looking at probably about this much instead of this much, because I have a 17-inch. Yeah, I think it was a 17-inch screen. Can't remember. So I didn't get the jigs poured I wanted to last night. It was hot in the shop. We were processing a deer that my son shot. Big old buck. It was 155 and something gross score So, you know, I mean, it would have been smaller if you do the average it out like the Boone and Crockett does at the end. But it's a big deer. His base on the one side is big as my wrist almost. And that thing, Tim watched him walk in from about 140, 145 yards to about 5 yards on the, you know, up to the, on the, this side of the fence of the separation from the grassland to the hunting land of our property out there. So, um, the deer jumped the fence or was just fixing to jump the fence or just jumped the fence or whatever he said. I can't even remember what he said now. But anyways, he took the shot at 25 yards and just blew the top end of his heart off. So with that arrow, just sliced right through it. But anyways, we smoked a deer loin yesterday, backstrap. Not the tenderloin, the inside, but the backstrap. So we smoked a chunk of that, and then we smoked some jalapeno poppers and some bratwurst for the boys. Gregory ate a little bit of deer, but they I don't know, they're kind of weird. They'd rather had hot dogs all their life instead of steak. You ask them, you want a hot dog or steak? Oh, give me the hot dog. Oh, okay, you can have it. I'll eat the steak. Works for me. But anyways, I thought we would tie some jigs up, and I'm gonna do a new thing. And so, like my new thing, hey Chris, welcome in. How you doing, bud? Thank you. Thumbs up. Everybody, remember hit like, share, thumbs up. Spread out your. It looks like everybody in here is a mod, so go ahead and put your links up. Share out your channel. You know, I'm gonna try to remember to put more. You know, like do pop ups. So like, you know, do this thing. You know, say hey, everybody. Everybody seems to like it when people put that up for the replays. So, you know, things like that. I'm going to try to do better for y'all to kind of be more interactive and more involved in trying to make this to where it's more watchable after the fact of doing the live. So, but I'm going to do a little new thing, and this is going to be the jig of the week, basically. So, we're going to do a new every Friday. We'll do a jig of the week. We'll do it about 5-10 minutes in. So basically, our first jig, second jig after we say hi to everybody. Maybe we'll go fishing with it. Yeah, and then we'll go fishing with it this week and see if we can do something with it. And if not, then next week we'll have a jig of the week again, and we'll try again. So, but my jig of the week is going to be this right here. So we have a black head, and now this is a bigger hook. This is a size 1 hook. So it is fairly a large hook, but I want a longer bodied jig and a little longer feather for this one. I'm going after monsters. So this is targeting 12 to 15, 16-inch crappie. So that's what I'm going after with this jig. And of course, we'll be going back to Gregory's spot, the lease. So we have a lease lake that we fish that I pay a fee every year, and we get access to the farmland, which has a 22-acre lease on it, and that's what Gregory likes to watch. Likes to fish. So when you're watching, then it will show. Right on, Keith. Prayers to you, bud. Yes. Everybody give prayers to Keith. Things going on and with everybody right now. Half our country is kind of soaking wet and the other half is dry. So, you can pray for all the lives lost in this last storm, and hopefully the next few storms take a different path so it don't add to the destruction. So, but anyways, this is our jig of the week. So here's our jig of the week. Like I said, 1/16 weight head, size 1 hook, so fairly big. We're going to go about a half an inch past with a black marabou feather. Then we are going to leave that in that position, and then we are going to hit it with a white one, and you want kind of so like there's different fluffinesses. You got big fluffy and then straight kind of thin. And you want the straight thin when you do double layer jigs. It kind of makes it to where, to me, that lays better. So this is going to be black on top, white on bottom. A little bit of a contrast, actually quite a bit of a contrast, both ends of the spectrum. But there you go. Then we're going to get some black and white chenille here. Whoops. Find the end of it. Sometimes that stuff gets pretty twisty. And then we are going to wrap it with some white and black, so peppered chenille. We're just kind of going for that two-tone, shaddy, whatever. Liz, this time of the year, the shad kind of get a darker back, I think. At least they do in our area. Now, our shad have a lot of purple and gray in it, so they would be a little bit different. But this is kind of a universal, around the world kind of shad pattern if you have shad in your area. So anyways, and when you fish it, it will be fished like this. So black will be on the top and the white will be on the bottom, just like the shad would be. So, hey, I appreciate you on the jig of the week taking a look at it. So there you go. Now, let's try something different. We're just going to pop around, guys. I mean, I'll make it interesting for y'all. So, all things, welcome in. All right. So now we're going to stay with that same, bigger hook, small head. Hit it with the white thread again. Then it doesn't matter with these. So like this one, you can get one of these super fluffy. So like you're talking, that's got, you can see how that's straighter feathers and stuff. And then this is more poofy in there, like there's more side hairs off of that. So on these ones, we kind of like them big poofy like that, because we're just going to do one color. And there again, about a half an inch back, or 13 millimeters. Actually, I think it's about 12 and a half millimeters is what a half inch is, because a 12 don't fit. 12 is more like 7/16, and a 13 is a little sloppy on a half. And a 14 is a little smaller than a 9/16. So it just kind of all evens out. All right, so now this one, we're going to take a piece of this blue tinsel. You see that? There you go. Take a piece of this blue tinsel and get it to overlap nicely. It's kind of hard to see this darker tinsels. And this stuff is fly tinsel, but that we've gotten some blue Christmas tinsel, and Christmas stuff will be out before long. So just remember, when you get your stuff to decorate your tree, when you're you don't have to save a lot. It don't take much to make some jigs, but save you 30, 40 strands out of the 5,000 they send you in a package. Even the silver and the red and greens and the golds, all them different pretty tinsels, and use that stuff up and make jigs on the cheap. All right. Kind of carried that one underneath a little bit. But then now we're going to take this right here, that blue, and it's got that same color blue sparkle in it as that tinsel that I was using. So make sure all my hairs on that feather are back the way I like it. And wrap that baby up. All right, then lock your thread, trim, whipper good. Whoop, get out of there. Had a piece of tinsel stuck in my whip finisher here. Do about 5. Hey, Kelly, welcome in, bud. Stuart, how you doing? Anybody else I missed? Welcome in. Snap that off. There you go. Little disco head and blue tinsel. That tinsel kind of hard to see in that marabou, but it's in there. So now let's jump around again. Let's do a 1/8 standard pink. No hot pink here, just standard. Kind of dull, you know. Chad, how you doing? I ain't seen you in a minute. I seen you on Facebook. Hope you're doing well. Lance, morning. I'm going to run back, make sure I got there saying hi to everybody. Mr. Tolley, good morning. Good morning. Driving and listening on the way to Tennessee. Gonna go stock some shells. Well, you be careful out there. Well, the strike's over for 90 days or on hold for 90 days, so everybody will be able to get some toilet paper back in stock. That's kind of nuts. People just can't be patient. You know, if everybody wouldn't make a run on the toilet paper and would just keep using it as normal and keep going and buying it as normal, it wouldn't run out. Then that strike wasn't going to be allowed to go on like that. They were just going to figure something out. And they did. So now it's on hold until January, which by then we'll know who the president's going to be, one way or another. God forbid it's the one way. So when he gets in there, statement of you know how I lean, we will be better off. I don't care what you believe. I believe we will be better off. You want to believe the other way? Well, that's your opinion. You're probably not going to like the things I say on here. Trying to find there's a piece of silver. So trim there. Got just want to put 2 pieces down each side. So that piece is just big enough to run 2 little pieces on each side. But anyways, the strike's over. They're gonna give them. They went from $36 an hour to $63 an hour just to appease them. I wish that we could all get raises that high that fast. I know people that need $63 an hour, and that's nurses and EMTs and cops and law enforcement, whatever you call it. I'm more in favor of sheriffs instead of local municipalities, but whatever. Sheriffs and deputies. I understand municipalities think they need the extra policing and stuff, but whatever. Some of them do, especially like in Ohio. Oh, I've seen videos where they're actually doing it, so I don't know. I guess I just need to shut up and get the jig tying. All right, so now we just got a little pink head, white body, white marabou tail, 2 little. Man, you can't really see this camera. I don't know. Anyways, there you go. Focuses well enough. You can see the little tinsel in there. So we're just tying up some whites and weird colors and just doing our thing. And I got white marabou sitting here that I don't really like, and I just want to use it up because the reason why I don't like it is not consistent. Some are poofy, some are straight, some are poofy, some are straight. So like this one, look at this, how poofy that is. So use all that up. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze now. But that'll give them 90 days to work it out so now everybody can have their toilet paper. Oh, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. I know the toilet paper don't come in on the ship, so toilet paper is made here for the most part. The problem is everybody gets scared because they think that they're going to lose their toilet paper, so they go put a run on toilet paper, and then everybody buys toilet paper at once, and then makes the toilet paper not be on the shelves, then makes it for the news to where everybody sees there's not toilet papers on the shelf, and then everybody freaks out there's not toilet paper on the shelf. Then they go try to find toilet paper, and if everybody would just continue to wipe their butt the same and go buy toilet paper the same, then it would be on the shelves still, and there would be a run on it. So people freak out. They're so scared they can't wipe their butt. Well, worst thing comes to worst, you get the washcloth out, you wipe your butt, and then you wash your washcloth. Washcloth. We went for thousands of years wiping with a cloth. Everybody got spoiled. We used cloth diapers for a long time just because it was cheaper. It was messier, but it was cheaper. Last Then when we had 3 kids at once in diapers, because Gregory took a while to be potty trained and Matthew kind of did, and Timmy was just born, so they were all, Matthew was more in pull-ups at that time, but all 3 of them being there is just too hard to keep up on laundry. So we went to disposables, but then it cost a fortune, and I felt like I was always broke. So we got orange head, 1/16, marabou tail again. I'm trying to had some. Oh, there it is. Had some orange out. This is kind of a orange mixed with a peach, so you can see it's banded. No tinsel on this one, just thread. And I should have changed over to orange thread, but we'll hide it in there. All right. Get this all wrapped up. A little snuggy snug. Do my Wonder Whip. Trim. And lock. See if we can tuck that thread in there. I'm dancing around the eyes, what I was doing. Okay, look. Used a white thread, and now, see, you cannot see that white thread in there. Turn it over. See that? If you do it right, you can hide that thread. If you wanna see the thread, then you should tie every jig in red, in my opinion. That way it looks like gills. I don't know. I'm not a fan of thread. You may call me wrong, and you may not tie your jigs that way, and it's perfectly okay. Everybody could tie the way they want to tie. Everybody could tie the way they're comfortable to tie. Everybody can tie with, if you want to, you can make a jig out of that with that hard tail, but I ain't gonna. Anyway, let's see. I've been sleeping in some mornings. Well, I can't do it. When the birds start singing outside, I'm up. That's about 5:30, 5 o'clock. I just can't sleep through them arguing. If that dawn starts coming up and all them birds are like talking to each other. Hey, wake up. What are you doing sleeping over there? Hey, Mom, can we play? I'm going to show it. Here you go. Yeah. That'll be an indicator. You'll know when they get there. All the cats will start disappearing. We've got a few that settled here. Can't speak a lick of English. Having such a hard time in our community because our community is rural Kansas and we stubborn. We are stubborn. trying to find. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this week, last few days, I heard a little telltale sign and or a little telltale story about somebody's like, "Hey, I love this colored jig." So I'm gonna make up a few jigs because the little telltale I heard was that it's somebody's birthday this week or coming up shortly. This next week or whatever, or next week I should say. So I'm gonna send him a little birthday present from me and Mr. Gregory. Mr. Gregory said, "Oh, that he thought he would need a."
He come out and said it's your birthday.
But I can't remember exactly what color black I used. So we're gonna improvise and just use the black in my pile because chances are it was either the black with silver flake, the black with uh, the green chenille flake in it, which is right here. If I can get it all this fuzz off of it. So I developed a color for Mr. Avid Catfisherman. He wanted Bigfoot blood. We all call him Bigfoot, Sasquatch. I mean, he's a big dude. Got a big old bushy beard, like down to here. Great guy. We developed this color for him right here, this Bigfoot blood. Well, I tied up a few jigs, and one of these got thrown in with a thank you to Possum Outdoors. And now Possum's birthday, I guess, is this week or something, is what Gregory was saying. So I'm going to tie up a few of these little jigs for Possum. And the other thing is I can't remember if they were this color chartreuse, which is the yellow chartreuse, or the green chartreuse, but I think they was the green chartreuse. So this one's for Possum. We're going to tie up a few, and I'm going to tie up these. These are off size 4 hook and a 1/16 head, and then I'm going to give him some itty bitties, but I got to pour some itty bitties. So he liked the smalls. I'm going to tie him some of them little 1/80th, and he can go bounce that in off some rocks and catch some green perch and bluegill, so he can go catch some monsters. I'm struggling. Come on, baby, get in there. Oh, I missed it. I think there's a little fuzz on the end of that. Let's retry that again. Come on, eyeballs. You can work. Woohoo. Got it. I tell you what, man. I don't know what my problem is. I got set like right here. I can see perfect right here. I'll move any other way and I can't see where crap. But then when I look in here and I got focused, then I got to go up there and I got to move around until I find the right spot to look at my glasses again. Well, all right. So here we go again. All right. So now we get that. Let's stick that back about 3/8 of an inch on these ones. 10 mil. Keep them short and simple. Trim that. Now I'm going to find my green flash, my chartreuse flash, because I'm going to throw a little flash on these just to give them that extra. So I'll stick them on there, tie that off, tie that off, trim that. Grab this. I'll promise I didn't slobber on it too much. I got a bad habit about sticking stuff in my mouth. But it's just on my lips. It wasn't in my mouth. I gave it a kiss. All right. Get that done. Whip her off. Grab that in, David. It was just Rosie moving around, ding dong. The Chihuahua barks like crazy. I thought Rosie was bad. This thing's coming into her own now. She's 9 months old, 10 months old. She's like, I'm the boss around here. She'll sit in the window, and Rosie will try to get up in the window, and she'll growl and bark at Rosie like, get out of the window. It's mine. Right there. That's the jig. So we'll tie up a couple of those for him. We're not going to do it now because I only got one more. Those three, I would have tied those, but if you look, I'm going to have to go heat them up, add a little bit more powder to them. They're not very... See, now look at this one. See how shiny that is? And it's got the darker tone to it. The others are just too clear. We'll tie one more of those, though. Had to find my feather again. Some of these feathers, just like I said, I don't know anymore. And my feathers come from hairline, so now they're through the supply shop. I get them, but I don't know if it's just them or what, but a couple of them I got kind of. Sampy Coastal. Good morning, Captain Hook, Naomi, and everybody. Sampy saying hi to everybody. My Coastal saying hi to everybody. Appreciate y'all being in here. Hope you're having a good day. If y'all haven't checked out Coastal, go check out Car Confessions with Coastal or Car Drives or what. I can't remember what you call it, hun. But she gets a little ornery. She does. She gets a little ornery. She starts yelling at them crazy drivers. And then go check out everybody else, of course. Check out Sampy, Chad. If you don't have anybody that's on the list in here, click on their thing and well, let's see here. All right. There you guys go. Appreciate y'all. Y'all know the deal about being a mod. Just do your thing and don't be blocking people for nothing. All right. A few of these whipped out here. Oh no, I got a new phone this week, and my other one's kind of being goofy, but I needed the two anyways. This way now we got a phone for when Gregory runs off by himself and stuff. He can take one and stick it in his pocket if we're somewhere that we need to get a hold of him. He loses things too much to just have it full time. So, and then he looks at things he shouldn't. I'll let y'all use your imagination on that one. All right, so now do this one. Yeah, this I got I got plenty of colors of powder paint, and then they got a whole disco series that just, man, they look really good, and it just depends on what you tie and all that. But if you put the right color combos together, you can get some good, jigs that look really nice to the human eye. And of course, the crappie, they really don't care. It's more about movement with them, and there's like just a couple basic colors that you really need for them. See, now that feather is junk. I will not use that. This one is junk. It's got too much of a, I don't know. I gotta just, feathers anymore, like I said, they're just not worth it. Especially when they're getting to be as much as they are. They're like $5 a package now. And you're only getting a good dozen and a half, 2 dozen jigs out of a package anymore. Everybody wonders why jigs went up. I charge $1.50 a piece for mine. You buy a big old pack, it gets a little cheaper the more you buy, but we got to charge what we got to charge just because, it is what it is. They're just cost so much to tie them. Now, hey Tom LG, how you doing? Appreciate you being in here. But yeah, we get some. Should we put some flash on that too? Let's put a little flash on that too. I don't know. I kind of, flash does help. Color otherwise, so like you can hit like this or white, yellow and white. Sometimes the yellow is brighter than the white in the water. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but that sun is going to hit it, and but I think it's more movement than anything, in my opinion. How you raise it, how you drop it, how they think it's going to run from them. Because I'll let a bobber just drift through, so the jig just runs through and rides the waves, does its thing a few times. Then I'll let it go through, and I'll pop it. And as soon as I pop it, and it starts to set, the bobber's gone. So sometimes you got to get a reaction bite. So sometimes you got to be nice, and sometimes you just got to just. So I'm gonna do. Oh, there it is. I was like, where did I do with it? I put it on my belly. Yeah, I was watching Mark out fishing this morning. He's catching channel kitties. And that's catfish and crappie. Stay with that whole dark body. I like color contrast jigs like this. Dark body, light tail, or dark tail, light body. I've done that. And I've been in a kind of a marabou type thing, dude. Marabou's more finesse. Our crappie have been just, during the summer, usually they'll smack the jig if you can find them. But this summer, the temperatures went up and down so much. So when we're at 100, then we're at 80, then we're at 100, then we're at 90, then we're at 100, and like yesterday we were at 96, 97. Today we're only supposed to be 86. Tomorrow we're supposed to be back in the 90s. Then we're supposed to be back in the 80s the day after. So we're back to that up and down. The water is still too hot. Our water is still pretty warm. They're not going to be able to stock trout on November 1st or for November 1st opening season. They're probably going to end up making a decision to push it back to December 1st now. It's frustrating. So we're going to get to fish trout pretty much now. Our last year, our season, we went fishing a couple times for trout and we was done. But our season runs from November to April 15th. So, but we're only getting November, December, January, February, March, 5 months. And only 1 month of that or 2 months of that, they're really biting and it's good. Now, we have a lot of people in our area, just like everywhere else, where they go catch their two, because at the place I go over, Pratt, you're only allowed two. They go catch two, then they leave. Then they'll come back later in the day in different clothes and maybe even a different vehicle, but you know it's the same dude. I mean, when they talk to you both times, and they'll admit, I was like, do you not ever worry about getting caught? I ain't been caught yet. Been doing it for 20 years, blah, 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 blah. I should record it and put it on, but he'll get it. He'll get caught one of these days. I tell him my opinion. I was like, that's not fair. And he's, well, they're just going to die. Nobody's going to eat them. So my thing is I go and I don't eat the trout. I catch and release, and maybe I should just take them and eat them. And I'm not a trout enthusiast by any means. I like catching them, but I am not get your hand wet and do all that. I'm when it comes to trout fishing, I'm probably not very ethical because I'll fling them up on my fry rod and grab them with my hand. And I'll undo the fly and I'll just toss them back in. I'm not like pitching them, but I'll toss them back in the water and they swim off and do just fine. So you don't see them floating up later. But yeah, I'm not. I don't know. I probably should take more care of them and be more gentle, but it is what it is. That is not a good piece. Where did my stuff go? But yeah, they're stockies, and we paid for them, and the biggest thing is most of them do die over there because not enough people do fish, and that's why I really don't say nothing when dude's down there taking two and then goes home and then comes back and gets two more or whatever. He's just trying to eat fish. I mean, he's a poor old dude, and that's probably what he uses to survive. So, and like I said, it's not right legally, and it's probably not fair to some people, but dude is just trying to survive. So where do you draw the line? I know a lot of people that catch a bass and hold it to where they're like making it at an angle to where it's like breaking its jaw and stuff, but nobody yells at them for anything. I mean, some people do, but I try to let all my fish hang straight up and down, or I support them and hold their belly as I'm holding them up. Gregory, he would do the same thing. He'd be like half rip off their jaw. Be easy with them, Gregory. Be easy. He gets excited. He'd rather catch green sunfish than anything. If y'all have, hey, small water, welcome in. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for stopping in. I know some of y'all can't just stay and watch me tie jigs. I'm probably pretty boring. See, now, I don't know why I must have held that wrong. I don't really care for that jig. I would not put that in a jig to look at that. See that? To me, I screwed up. There's too much curve. Right there's a bump out. So like it goes, you see that? I don't like the way that did that. I don't know if I don't think I can fix it neither. It drives me nuts. It's fine. It'll work. I'll use it. Am I being picky? Probably. Yeah, Gregory went to a garage sale yesterday. I know you guys like to watch Gregory and his jigs. Or not me and my jigs, but you like to watch Gregory and his thrift store finds. You know, is What You Got Gregory's. So he'll be back after a little while and we'll have that. But yesterday he went to a yard sale and he got an Xbox and 1 terabyte for $50. Just did it just with games. It just did not have a cord to it. Boy, that's one of them screwed up ones. I don't know if y'all can see this, but the back side of that, see that? The back side of that eye, that is open. You can smash it shut, but you take a chance of breaking it. If I'd have seen that, I'd have let the powder paint go up on it a little bit and it'd have filled the hole enough that your line's not going to scoot out. But I threw that jig away. So if you're using 10-pound line, it won't come out. But if you're using 4, it'll slide right out of there. So this is a little lavender color head. I can't remember what this color is called. But we get some gray or silver. I think this is ghost gray or shad gray. I think this is ghost gray. But we're going to go like this and drop it back behind the hook just a little bit. So the pontoon boat is, the trolling motor is being repaired, hopefully. I haven't heard nothing for over a week, so I better probably get a hold of him today and find out what's going on. But I know he had some crappie tournaments. Boy, I'm not pulling feathers straight because that one kind of did the same thing. Huh. Just to feel, you know, we're tying some jigs to do some giveaway stuff. And I think I'll do a giveaway next week. So, hey, Monty, Chris M., welcome in. Hope all is well. Oh, I still had Coastals up there. I'm sorry, Coastal. Left you up there for Here you go. Monty saying just stopped in by to say hey. If y'all haven't checked them out, man, go get you a dang guard dog. Here, I've got one around here that I haven't opened yet. All right. So I don't use it as much as I should because lately I've been holding my rods. We've just been fishing for a little bit and we haven't been catfishing yet. I know you can use this for all species and I've got them in the truck. Don't get me wrong. I just haven't set it up. Gregory uses it quite often. So if you haven't got it, got you one yet, this is called a Guard Dog Pro 2. This one has a little bit smaller thingy right there. So these, you can set them up and you can go check him out and, see what all he's got going on there. So but yeah, go give him a like, a share, a watch. Right down here, you can go see if that'll focus enough so you can pause the screen and hit that with your phone and go check him out. So I need to do a how I set it up video from my chair. And like I said, my heart attack everybody just, that heart attack, it killed me, man. I'm telling you, yeah, I'm recovering. I still feel like some days, I don't know, man. Some days I get a little bit of indigestion and I feel like I'm having a heart attack again. I'm starting to trip out. Naomi's like, calm down. I'm like, I'm scared, Mama. I want to be somewhere and just me and Gregory and, out fishing. And then all of a sudden I have a dang heart attack. Him had to call Mama and say, hey, we're here, and try to explain where we're at because Gregory is not really good at giving directions. But yeah, I just pray to God. I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, man. I'm not eating anything out of a bag or a box. You know,
The 28th of this month, you have an appointment.
I have an appointment the 28th of this month with the doctor, and hopefully they'll kick me out and tell me I'm free and can do what I want. So I've been doing what I want anyways, but can't live your life too scared. But I worry a lot. And the bad thing is sometimes that worrying makes it worse. I don't want to leave Naomi and the boys to have to deal with life without some support. I don't know how else to say it. Basically, I ain't ready to die yet. So I'm doing everything I'm supposed to. I've lost 21 pounds. I'm eating right. Food don't really matter to me. I probably eat a little bit more meat than what I should, but my cholesterol's in the 130s, so I'm satisfied. Get some little bitty gray, purple. All right. So look at this little dude right there. See, if that ain't something shadowy, shad colored, shadowed, minnow colored, just whatever. I just wish you would freaking focus, camera. Come on. Ain't gonna do it. Anyways, I like that one. Let's just do some more of those. I think, next week we're going to do a giveaway. We'll give away some jigs next week. So if y'all want to get in on that, I'll try to make a thumbnail. And I got enough jigs here. I'll take out some of these nicer ones and we'll throw them in a little bag and we'll give away some jigs. Y'all go try them out and catch some fishes and get you some bluegill and some crappie, and then you can throw some posts up on about it and stuff on social media. I don't care. You can tell everybody, show everybody my jigs, or you can just keep them to yourself and not tell nobody. I don't care. I like tying jigs, but it is a lot of work, and sometimes it just, you know. So, like I said, I will tie you some jigs, but don't be wanting 200 of them. Don't be getting carried away now. Good morning. It's pouring rain. Dang, Rick, ain't you had enough? So, like I said earlier, um, we can we'll just keep tying here. We can wait for Gregory to get here. He'll be here shortly. That feather's nasty. We got the boat trolling motor in the shop. It's being hopefully getting fixed, and they can figure it out. If not, I don't know. We probably won't have a trolling motor. I don't have the money to buy a new one. I still got medical bills I'm trying to pay. It's a good thing I had insurance to a point. I mean, insurance didn't cover everything, but if it wasn't for that, I'd be 200 and it cost $212,000 for my heart attack. Can you imagine that? That's a lot of money. Still, I got I got medical bills to pay. Let's put it that way, because insurance didn't get it all. Even the ambulance is wanting some money. I thought my insurance covered 100% of ambulance rides, but apparently not. But that's okay. Stuff happens. Where did that other piece? Oh, there it is. Yeah, we so as soon as we get the trolling motor back, I don't want to go out on the boat with the big motor alone. I want to back up just in case something happens. I don't want to be having to be towed back in or set on the front of the boat. I don't want that. With if I was not in the wheelchair, I wouldn't care. But being in the wheelchair, it's just too much hassle to try to deal with. Ouch. So we'll get it straightened out, and if I have to, I'll buy a new trolling motor. And the friend of mine that is working on my trolling motor, they work on trolling motors and upgrade and sell new ones and all that. So he will. Yep, you be blessed, bud. Oh, Monty saying goodbye. Whoops. You have a blessed day too, Monty. Hi, dang thing. All right. Those look really nice, and I know I'm going to lose some of them. I'm going to use. I got to get over to Pratt, Mom. Should go today, but I need to get in the shop. Was going to smoke today some meat, and yesterday I was like, "Hey, Gregory, go put this in the fridge. Then put this in the freezer. Put this in the fridge." And he goes out there, and guess what he did? He stuck the unseasoned, small little part of the roast in the refrigerator, and he stuck the big one that I seasoned all up and did my whole thing, got it all ready to go yesterday. To where this morning I get up and go put it on the smoker. Well, I got this morning, I went out there to the greenhouse fridge and opened it up and was like, there ain't no roast in here. Then I seen the sack of stuff there. Then all of a sudden I was like, oh, so I went and looked in the freezer. I opened up the freezer, and there's the roast I wanted to stick on the smoker. So now we gotta wait till tomorrow to get to put the roast on the smoker. So, but that's fine. We'll have spaghetti today because we have some mushrooms and stuff that needs to be used up. So Naomi likes mushrooms in her spaghetti.
Yeah, I'll give it to the little man next door.
StreamYard went to this month. Woo! I'm still on free stuff. I had issues getting on this morning. I had issues trying to sync it up to my phone. I got a new phone and trying to get in on my new phone. It just did not like it. So I was I tried for 15 minutes, and then I finally got into the dashboard to where I can get up. And then when I tried to get up, it kicked me out. It said, you can't use your microphone, you can't use your camera, you can't do this. We want you to subscribe to this and blah, 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 blah. And then I backed out all of it, and I came back in it, and I was able to get back in it. Hey, Wendy Jane. So, yeah, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. And now $44 a month since they got bought out, what they got to do? I mean, I know they was going broke. That's why they got bought out. But I like it. It's easy to use. So we'll see. I'm still on the free stuff, so I just don't do that much. I'm still under 20 hours a month on the free stuff since I'm only doing one live a week. But I do want, once I get the boat done, I do want to start going live more out on the boat. So I have to upgrade or get enough YouTube views and subscribers to do live on it. I'm gonna leave. Made that a little short, but I'm gonna leave that short. Make a little bitty tail. I think that's about the same as the other ones. No, it's not. It's longer. No, it's the same. It's the same. All right. Well, Gregory's back. He's unpacking his crap. What all did you get? You have a big old sack over there.
We're looking.
Well, he's going through a bunch. He spent some money today, didn't you? Trying to. Well, we put Flash in that, didn't we?
Hey, you told me you got clothes. He just got clothes today.
Well, just bring over a couple. You ain't got to bring them all. Just bring over the ones that say something or what. He got clothes. He bought himself a bunch of clothes.
Hey, put that on.
And if y'all know Gregory wears camouflage, and any earth tone colors. He likes camo stuff. So, all right. What you got, Gregory? What is that? You got a hat to your jacket? A military hat that snaps on your jacket that you got? Yeah. You got a, what is it? Oh, you got a, well, hold it up. Look, they can't see. It's all on you, bud. What does that say? That says Sears. Boy, how much? $2.50. You didn't pay $2.50 for that, did you? Did you? I didn't know if it was that, if they wrote it on there or if it was written on from way back in the day. Now, how old do you think this is? How long do you think this was in somebody's drawer before they their wives dug it out and said, "Hey, we're donating that." All right, here you go. What is this? Got a, that's just different. Then you got a camo shirt and a real tree camo shirt. That's kind of silky. Woo! Yeah, dry tech. It's gonna rub on your nibblies. Is that all you got? Oh, that's all he got. Bunch of clothes. Well, his he's got a few shirts. And I got a frog in my throat. He's got a few shirts where the shoulders and stuff you can see through almost and see his skin. I'm getting kind of thin. So how much money did you spend total? $4? More than that? $5?
$1.
He spent $5 on all them clothes.
4, 5, 7.
Now you got a jacket that Carhartt thing snaps onto? You got several jackets. I know that. I just don't know what you got. Sometimes you just buy something because you want to buy it. I actually should have changed the thread on that too. I just did one foot. Should change the thread over to gray when I started tying these, but that purple's got that I'm using, the chenille's got black in the center, so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Tim's in here. Tim, did you get to see Gregory? Let's see, what time is it? 9:06. Yeah, I don't know if Tim got to see Gregory's show and tell. Gregory, Tim's in here. Catfish dog.
He's just smiling.
Yep, camo rocks. He's seen it. He got in here in time. He's always talking about you, Tim. You and retired Rick and Dustin. He's got his faves, let me tell you, because when we go fishing and it's just me and him and he'll have a conversation with me, sometimes it's hard for me to keep up because he goes back and forth and I'll be like, this person said it, and be like, no, this person. And I'll be like, what person? And be like, the other one? And I'll be like, what other one? And then he'll say the name. I'm like, oh, okay, I got you. But it is just all the way there. And the other thing is, we cannot listen to the radio more than one song at a time. And half the time, the song will play a verse. And he's like, nope. He got to. I told him to quit hitting the screen so hard. He's going to bless it. Use the buttons underneath the screen. I'm going to try to do a commercial at the football game tonight. Right on. Ouch! All right, so I did some little bitties there. Now let's do a jumbo. So this is a big one. This is a 1/8 and a 2/0 hook. It looks like may just be no. That's a 2/0 hook. That's big enough. So we're gonna have to do a few feathers here.
But that one,
Actually, you know what? Let me. I know I had some.
what?
Let's do
I know, but I'm saying,
a little darker, and let's do hackle. So you go in there and you find you a nice big
I didn't say give it to him.
long piece like that, and there's actually 2 in there, so that'll work. Let's
Oh,
lock on some black thread.
it's not a jacket thing. Okay. I was thinking the camera would have matched his jacket.
Ah!
You gave him.
Lock that on.
So that's the right camera. Okay.
See, when I do my feather jigs like this, the hackle, I like to do one feather at a time, because you can keep it all even and you can stack it, and each one you're locking down, and then you just keep stacking your feathers on there the way you like them, and get them locked one at a time.
Get your bags and throw them away.
Gregory's fixing to get yelled at. I gotta tease Gregory sometimes. Mama's yelling at him. Put your stuff up, Gregory.
Getting the dog to smell the clothes.
He's making the dog smell the clothes and getting them all antsy. He's being mean to him. Well, not mean, but teasing. I know I still had a couple pieces of that left. Let's lock those there. Gregory, quit so Mom will quit yelling at you. On these, I'm going to put a few pieces on each side, not just 2. These ones I make a little sparkly sometimes. So there's actually 8 pieces down that, 8 strands sticking out. 2 folded in half, so 4, and then 2 more folded in half that were 2. And then, what color do we want to put on there for a body? We want to put that same lavendery purple? Or do we want to go, let's do the, where'd it go? I know I had some of that out here. Let's do, here's my mess. I just kept throwing it down, and that was the problem. And now it's all tangled and full of feathers. That's what happens when you tie a bunch one day and then you don't put nothing up and you just keep laying it down. So gently run my fingers down it and get it all to get to a certain spot where you can pull it all off. Don't do this, people. Don't just pile your stuff in a pile. It makes a mess. Put it back in the bags. Don't follow my instructions. Or don't follow what I do. Don't follow my instructions. Yeah, follow my instructions. No. Don't do what I do. Do what I say. See, there's just something. I don't know. Something was tied around that in a knot. All right. So this is purple. It looks blue with this camera, but this is purple. So lavender head, purple body, dark gray tail, and flash. Bigger jig, more wraps, more chenille. All right. There's another good looking jig. Lock that down there and secure it. These jigs do not come apart very easy. when last year went before they drained Kingman Lake, me and Gregory went out there, and we got one day we got over 700. I can't remember the exact count again. Crappie between three of us, and then the other day it was just me and Gregory, and we got almost 600. And it was a full day of just toss it in, it'd go like that, go doom, doom, and it would go down and you'd catch fish. Literally, you were catching a fish every minute. So, but the water was 4 foot low. They were all pulling on the south end of the lake. So you took a 55-acre lake down to, 15 acres. So it was pretty well concentrated with crappie. And they were holding to every piece of structure they could. They took out a lot of the structure and they left a couple big trees, and those are what we were popping them off of. You can go back and watch those videos too. So, all right. So there's that jig. They're focused. Them are big jigs. Those are what you throw at big crappie or go down, dunk down in deep water when you're out and about. There's one more of those. We'll tie this and then we'll call her a day. I appreciate all y'all being in here. Listen to me rant. Sometimes I don't make no sense. I try to, but hopefully we can get this boat. I've had this boat now for 6 months, and well, actually I've had it for a year, but I've had it running for 6 months. Then I had problems with it. Then I got it fixed. Then I had problems with it. Then I got it fixed. Then I had problems with it. So, and now I just got problems with it. But I don't clear my throat. I didn't have as much trouble with boats before in the past because all I had was a big motor. The trolling motors I had were all hand operated, self-contained. They didn't really fail on you. They worked when you twisted the handle. So, but you sat in the back and you ran it and things like that. Now I got a big old pontoon boat. It's new. I'm new to the whole pontoon boat game. It is a big struggle to try to keep up with this thing being in a wheelchair. Let me tell you. Caught a couple crappie yesterday on Dave's jigs. Used them last night. Catch 3 nice bluegill cast or bluegill or blue cats last night. Thanks, Dave. Right on. Oh, that's awesome, Tom. Yeah, you guys go check out the dock. Oh, Tom and everybody been fishing a lot lately. The blues have been turning on pretty good. The channel cats are biting good. The flathead seem to be some channels that seem to be doing good. Some channels they seem to be slow. So I think it just depends on where you're at in the region. We have not been able to get out and really get fishing because with my heart attack, the heat just drains me, as some of y'all know. And Gregory has been stubborn lately and won't get up because he's been staying up late watching everybody. Can't get him out of bed before 8 o'clock. All the fishing and the heat, all the fishing's done and the heat is here by 8 o'clock. I want to be out there like 5, 6 when I get up fishing. But sometimes that don't work with Gregory. Yeah, he's over there making funny faces and slapping his hands like, yeah, Dad, I'll sleep in and I'll stay up late. Right, Gregory? Yeah, He's ornery sometimes, guys. Let me tell you. Stubborn as a mule can be. Just our Gregory. You gotta love him. Sometimes you just want to kick his butt, but you gotta love him. And this is a thinner chenille, so the body ain't gonna be as wide or fluffy. But all of our minnows around here, except for shad, are thin profiled. So, I didn't like it. That's all right. All right, there you go. But we will get that boat on the water. We'll get everything situated, and if all else, it'll just winter over, and we'll do it in the spring. I'm just exhausted, guys. I'm trying to keep up. I'm having troubles. Between this channel, the other channel, Naomi, kids. Oh, life. Y'all know how it goes. It's a struggle. There's a struggle out there. But we're doing it. We're trying. We're making it. We keep waking up every morning, so we are blessed. So y'all be blessed. Y'all take care. Y'all have a wonderful week. We're going to have a giveaway next Friday. So if you want some jigs, be here. We'll see y'all. Be blessed. If you don't want to be there, then you still want some jigs. You don't have to pay for them. You can get a hold of me. So go try something. I bit my tongue. Go tie something, guys. Be blessed and catch some giants this week. Y'all take care. Angling with Andy. Jello, you're awesome, brother. Bye. Lurker.